This is a George Lynch guitar, Mr. Scary guitar, I should say. And it's one of my good buddies and one of my students, and he's letting me borrow it because we did a restring video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a video on how I would re-record the solo section for In My Dreams. I want to create my own backing track, my own drums, my own bass, and then put it all together and do a solo. And then you guys can just download it and have it for your own sake, whatever you want. And I thought it'd be kind of a fun way for you to jump in to my DAW, which I use Cubase for my recording for now. And I just figured we could jump in there and you guys could check it out, how I do the whole process. Here we are. So we're in my DAW. I already have it all set up. It's 125 BPMs roughly. And I always start with left guitar, right guitar, then I put the drums, and then I do bass. I don't like to put bass under the guitar without drums because I'll start messing with the bass tone before it's mixed in with the drums and then whatever. So I do two guitars. We're going to do left and right. And I already have the riff down. Just need to record it. So hopefully I can get this done pretty quick and we can go from there. Let's get right to it. So I'm just going to hit record here. That's our left guitar. What I like to do is I'll just duplicate everything down, delete what I did from up top. On this one, I'm going to go in here and we're just going to pan it all the way to the left. Going to this one, we'll pan it all the way to the right, and then we can do the right guitar. Same exact thing, not adding anything crazy. I want it to sound nice and full and the exact same on both left and right. So let's add that now. That was I thought those sounded pretty close. I don't think I messed up a whole lot on one or the other. Files look fairly close. And I actually kind of want them to be just a little bit different, you know, just to have that little bit of discrepancy between the two, just because, you know, just it sounds more real that way. So here I'm just going to cut this back just a little bit. Boom. Cool. All right, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. We can listen back a little bit just to hear it. Sounds good. I like it. Nice and heavy for now. We can add more to it and, you know, maybe add another layer of guitar somewhere, but for now, we're going to go to the drums. Now, drums, I use the Gojira drums from, God, I can't remember, what is this? Mixwave, that's what it is. They sound killer, and then I'm also going to kind of make myself a little smaller here so you can see the drums, so sound really cool. And this is the Roomy kit, but they've got a bunch of other stuff. I kind of like the Room kit. It just has like a real fat tone to it. A drum track here, so we just get our little pencil and we draw that in. And I'm going to draw it back a little bit further. And then we click in here, and this pulls up our roll. So right there, I want to hit the cymbals and the bass. So we find the bass somewhere in here. I think I hit it somewhere in here. Yep, right there. And then we hit a cymbal. And then it kind of does like a little bit of a kind of like a cool little intro. But I'm going to go add some kick on the 1-2s. This is kind of like the most time-consuming part. It's just getting the drums to set right. So I might fast forward through a little bit of this, but all right, guys, just for this intro here, it's just some toms, a little bit of snare, nothing too crazy. So we're just going to fast forward right through, and we'll get to the other. All right, now we can move on to the next phase, which is just the actual riff. So we've got this. You can hear that on not just 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there. That guy. And then we're just gonna. The kicks are bump, 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 bump. So I'm gonna go back to 16s right there. back here. We got it there. And then it's basically that same thing here. Okay, in this part, you're going to see that I'm a terrible drummer, and I kind of suck at piecing this together, so I had to fast forward because this took me way too long. The worst part about the entire recording process is the drums for me, because I'm not a drummer. I can hear it in my head, but, you know, it takes way too long, so hopefully you guys enjoy these. I'm just going to turn it down just a smidge. Okay. Let's get out of the drums. Now we're going to put in the bass. So we go over here, and you know, this is some of the best bass stuff around is these plugins. So I use my Umansky, and usually I go with one of these. We'll try this one out. All right, let's get these bass tracks rolling. Okay, moving on to the bass. The bass in this song's actually got a lot of movement, which I really like. It just adds so much texture underneath the power chords and stuff. And it didn't take me too long on this. What we can do is we can add a little EQ onto this. So we go to EQ, we go to Studio EQ. Okay, so you'll notice like EQing and stuff is kind of a matter of taste, but you know, use your ear, use your discretion. I'm also adding a tube compressor that's built into Cubase and their gate. And I just do that on the out track. It really helps push it a little bit, and you'll see how massive it sounds. All right, then we can add it to where, you know, this ending here, we can put a pinpoint there and have it fade. Just the guitar, because that's the only part that's going to stay. There we go. So let's listen to the whole track. Pretty happy with how that turned out. So I'm gonna save this really quick because it'd suck if I didn't. I guess that's the full solo portion, and now I can do some soloing over it and see how it sounds. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully got some inspiration out of it so you can make your own backing tracks, and stick around to the end of the video and you'll see the full performance. So thanks, guys.